Alright, you guys, so if you haven't heard, recently there has been a lot of backlash in regards to a singer/songwriter and comedic actress that goes by the name of Jessie Woo, who was recently on the debut of the 16th season of WildN'Out. Now, for some of you who don't know who Jessie Woo is, she was born July 6, 1990, and she's from Quebec, Montreal. She is Haitian. She's a singer and songwriter, and she is a comedic actress and internet personality, and she's recently been a cast member on the 16th season of WildN'Out because, you know, usually she's very funny. But however, what she recently did on the show was just not seen as funny. It was actually seen as very distasteful, and I'm gonna show you a clip of what she did, and then I want you guys to be honest and give me your honest opinions down below of what you think about it. Now, on the show WildN'Out, they play different games that consist of different rules, and the whole object of the game is at the end of the day to make the audience laugh and the viewers on television laugh. Now, the game that Jessie Woo was involved in, I believe the subject was can't pick up the phone right now, and they would randomly or sporadically be given a celebrity whose picture would come up on the screen, and they would have to try to, you know, make a funny situation out of why the celebrity can't come to the phone. But the thing is, a lot of people are sending backlash toward Jessie Woo's way. Yes, what she did, I feel personally was distasteful, but at the end of the day, why would the producers even put Whitney in the game at all knowing she's deceased? Now, before we go on, after hearing and seeing that, let me know right now down below in the comments what you guys think about that situation. Do you think it was insensitive, inappropriate, or just very distasteful, or do you think it was funny? Like, let me know your honest thoughts in the comments and opinions down below in the comment section. Anyways, y'all, just like with anything else, there were some mixed reviews about what happened and what she said in the situation altogether. So earlier today, she decided to take to her YouTube channel to basically explain the situation. Not an apology, but just explain where she was coming from. Check it out.
Going back to WildN'Out, like when I think about the most viral clips, or, you know, they are of a man, you know, pushing the boundaries and being disrespectful towards women, but in a comedic way. It's okay because it's on a comedic platform. Whenever you see a girl getting dragged from WildN'Out, it's for doing the same, but she gets dragged. So if a guy did that, would that be the same reaction? And the answer is no. You know what I mean? Like, there's this double standard for women and men, and not just on WildN'Out, but just in the comedic space, period. I love my Whitney joke. I loved it. I love it. And whether you find it funny or not, that's your prerogative. You are free to believe in what you want. And if you don't find it funny, you are free to not find it funny. But I loved it. And to be honest, I had all intentions of going on that stage and literally just saying, "You have reached my line, but unfortunately I do not have the time. And I wish you joy and a happy day. But at the sound of the beat, say what you got to say." I just was gonna leave it at that. But right before the game, they announce the game and they tell you who you're gonna be, and you have like 5 minutes to come up with something. And I remember just looking at one of the writers, and his name is Tyler, and I was like, "Tyler, do you think this is funny?" And I went up to him and I said, "Hey, this is what I want to do." And he was like, "Yo, that's amazing, but you should end it differently. And we talked about like quickly like how I could end it. And I was like, wow, like if I do this, like this is gonna be shocking. Like it's gonna be shocking. Nobody was gonna expect me saying that. I knew it was gonna be it's like one of those things where it's like you don't want to laugh because it's Whitney, but it's still funny. It's funny because she really can't come to the phone. Like she cannot come to the phone unless Heaven got a damn cell phone company. She can't come to the phone. Like that's it. And so I knew like the reaction was gonna be either really, really bad or shocking. And so to be honest, I feel like it was a historical moment of that show. Like in that show, I feel like that moment's gonna go down in history. And it was a what the fuck moment. And I love it and I adore it. And I'm not gonna let anybody ruin my experience with that.
So you guys, judging off of what we just heard and seen, it sounds like she didn't really care whether people thought it was funny or not. She was just focused on making history and creating that wow factor and shock value, you know, as going down in history as something that nobody would ever forget. And, you know, she definitely accomplished that. Nobody will ever forget that. But I just feel like it was just distasteful and wrong. Now, she was right when she said, you know, she stated the obvious in her quote-unquote joke, which was, you know, that Whitney, of course, couldn't come to the phone because, you know, she's deceased. Yes, that's true, but it doesn't make it funny. Just because it's the truth doesn't make it something that's comical or funny to talk about. And then she tried to say that people are only upset because a woman made the joke and not a man. Maybe to some people that's the truth, but overall I feel like even if a man would have stood up there and made that specific joke, I think people would have been shocked and appalled and disgusted with him as well, because it's simply distasteful and not funny. But like I said, she didn't care if it was truly funny or not. She just really cared about the wow factor and making history. And like I said, she accomplished that, but at what cost? There's still people grieving. There's Whitney's family and friends, you know, and siblings, and that still grieve her. And I just feel like it was overboard, it was inappropriate, and it was insensitive. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that we're being overly sensitive about the situation, or was she truly, you know, being insensitive and inappropriate with what she did? Let me know your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below in the comment section. And one last thing, when it comes to the producers or the writers of the show, I feel like they know what they're doing. I mean, yes, they don't really tell them, yes, say this or say that joke. However, why would you even put a deceased person, you know, in any of the games? Like, I feel like the deceased should be off limits. But let me know again what you guys think about that. Do you guys agree with me or not? Let me know down below in the comments. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And also make sure that you subscribe.